Diosem Chenyawu, and po Gabriel Ayala Tea. Good evening, and welcome to the 38th Annual American Indian Excellence in Leadership Awards. My name is Gabriel Ayala. I'm from the Bosco Yaqui tribe in beautiful Tucson, Arizona, home of the Fighting Wildcats. I am also the recipient of the 2018 Man of the Year Award, and I am honored to be serving tonight as your Master of Ceremony. I want to thank you all for joining us tonight to honor and celebrate the 2021 Arizona American Indian Excellence and Leadership Awards recipients. That's a long sentence there, right? I want to give some shout outs before we continue here. I want to thank everybody at the Phoenix Indian Center for making this all possible, everybody behind the scenes. Also want to thank Patty Hibbler for inviting me to be your MC once again. Probably pretty sure Jason Kuchaiti was out there. What's going on, my brother? Good virtually see you, or you're at least virtually seeing me. Also want to thank the Godfather, Stephen Lewis. If you guys were there a couple of years ago, you guys know what I was talking about. So we'll continue here. It's been a very difficult year as we have been working through this pandemic. We would like to pause for a few moments for prayer and silence to honor those that have left this world this past year, many of them much too early. Please pause for a prayer and silence in their honor. Thank you for joining me in prayer. I hope you are all well, and I'm glad you are joining the Phoenix Indian Center on this virtual event. Can you believe that tonight marks 38 years since the first awards dinner, recognizing the accomplishments of our community leaders and who have positively impacted the American Indian community?
Chukma, Hachin Chokmata, Soholcha Foad, Alichi, Tracy Morris, and Chokachafa, Olcha Foad in Coney Homa, Chikasha Seah. Hi everybody, my name is Dr. Tracy Morris and I'm a member of the Chickasaw Nation of Oklahoma. And today I'm on O'odham land and I acknowledge their sovereignty as an indigenous people. I'm the Executive Director of the American Indian Policy Institute at Arizona State University, and we're in the Watts College of Public Service and Community Solutions. I'm also the president of the Phoenix Indian Center Board of Directors, and on behalf of the Board of Directors and our CEO, Patty Hibbler, we're glad you joined us for the 38th Annual Arizona American Indian Excellence in Leadership Awards, virtual style. Each year, the Indian Center recognizes the contributions of individuals and organizations who push the needle forward in supporting our American Indian community in Arizona. So taking time to thank those and honor those who do this great work is our way in Indian country. Nominations for these awards are accepted annually by the Phoenix Indian Center, and then a committee of past awardees review and choose the new awardees each year. So we want to thank the committee members for their commitment to the process, and I want to thank the Phoenix Indian Center team members and Gila River Broadcasting Corporation in producing this event. And lastly, I extend my personal warmest congratulations to each of the honorees tonight. Please enjoy this evening, and now let's celebrate our 2021 Arizona American Indian Excellence in Leadership awardees. Chokmashki, thank you.
Some of you may be new to this event, and some of you have been attending since our beginning 38 years ago. To give you a little history, how it all began, a small group of community members spearheaded by the late Phyllis Big Pond, which was an amazing lady, and I was very fortunate to know for many years. She was the former director of the Phoenix Indian Center. They came together and decided there should be an event to recognize American Indian leaders, bringing the community together to celebrate them. This community dinner was originally called Native American Recognition Day Awards Dinner, which was renamed 10 years ago as the Arizona American Indian Excellence in Leadership Awards, hosted by the Phoenix Indian Center. I guess they felt that NARD was just a little bit too short. Tonight, we gather to recognize outstanding leaders, both young and elder, in our community. those that have dedicated their lives to helping American Indian people. Now let's get this started with introducing your 2021 American Indian Excellence in Leadership Awards. Please stay with us to the end to recognize and support all of our accomplished awardees. All right, tonight we're going to start off with High School Students of the Year. First up, Angel Patricia Polk, San Carlos Apache, as an incoming high school senior at Xavier College Preparatory in Phoenix, Arizona. She is the youngest daughter of Rose and Timothy Polk Sr. Angel is a determined, smart, and caring young Apache woman, demonstrated through a strong drive to further her education. This drive led her to become a Boys Hope, Girls Hope of Arizona scholar. Through this program, Angel earned her scholarship to attend Xavier College Preparatory. With her 3.9 GPA, she is a member of the National Honor Society, the Mu Alpha Theta Mathematics Honor Society, the Computer Science Honor Society, and EPICS Laureate Program. Angel is also active in the Future Inspired Native American Leaders Youth Council, the Urban Indian Coalition of Arizona Youth Council, the Engineering Projects in Community Service Program, and the Students for Social Action Club. Angel is in a dual enrollment program where she will earn her associate's degree alongside high school graduation diploma. She aspires to pursue a career in the STEM field and has many interests, but ideally, she dreams of becoming a doctor. Angel is motivated by her love for her community and her desire to help others, demonstrated by cultivating her skills and knowledge to eventually return home to San Carlos to help her people. Congratulations, Angel.
Dagote, she Angel Polk onse, Shemai Rose Polk, Shitai Tim Polk, Teskain Shli, Hastin Aye Bag Shijichi. First and foremost, I would like to thank the Phoenix Indian Center for this prestigious award. I cannot explain how much this means to not only myself, but to my family and my community. As a kid from the res, living away from home in hopes of getting a better education, I never imagined that I would be receiving an award quite like this. It's almost surreal. This award, High School Student of the Year, is a great honor. It reminds me that I am on the right path. However, this award also motivates me to continue striving to help my community. I aspire to help enact real positive change for my people, and this award is one step in that direction. Second, I would like to thank the Boys Hope Girls Hope program for their support during these last 3 years of my academic career. It is only through the support of the Boys Hope Girls Hope program that I am even able to attend the school like Xavier College Prep. Boys Hope Girls Hope provides scholarships and resources for motivated students like me to overcome adversity and realize their strengths, both in academia and personally. Consequently, I want to thank Julie Hancock, the Boys Hope Girls Hope Board Chair, Amy Pfeiffer, the Executive Director, Megan Gintz, the Program Director, and Nell Mercado, the Residential Program Manager, and my house parents. Third, I would like to also thank my community, both in Phoenix and in San Carlos, for their support and encouragement. I would like to thank my teachers for going above and beyond to help me learn all that I know I can. I would especially like to thank the San Carlos Apache Chairman Terry Rambler, Vice Chairman Teo Epison, and San Carlos Apache Tribal Council for continuing to support young Apaches in achieving their educational endeavors. Finally, I would like to thank my parents and my family for their support and unconditional love throughout my life and during my academic career. I want to thank my older siblings, Kristen, Skylar, and Sponge, for providing excellent guidance and picking me up whenever I needed it. I also want to thank my maternal grandmother, Josephine Goody, for showing me what a strong, determined Apache woman can do. Lastly, I want to thank my mom and dad for always encouraging me to reach for the stars, because with them behind me, I've learned that I can truly do whatever I set my mind to. It was only through the support of all of these people that I'm here today receiving this award. Ahia.
Stephen Lewis Dene is a 2021 graduate of Higley High School in Gilbert, Arizona. He is the son of Charlene Jackson Etnier and Paul Etnier and comes from a family deeply rooted in the sport of rodeo. Although he competed in rodeo for a short time, it was not his passion. In the first grade, he left rodeo and set his sights on American Kempo Karate with a goal of earning a black belt, which he surpassed and went on to receive his first degree black belt. Continuing to challenge himself, Steven studied Mandarin as his foreign language and earned high school credits, while in middle school and college credits in high school. In 2015, Steven, with others from Higley High School, traveled to China, where he visited schools, historical sites, and provinces. Steven's athletic passion is football. Steven played as a defensive end and a long snapper on the football team for 4 years, earning varsity letters in his junior and senior years. His love for the game began in kindergarten, which increased after attending an Arizona Cardinals football game and pickup games at the park to memorizing player statistics. Steven quickly volunteers community service events. This is demonstrated by his personal call to action during the COVID-19 pandemic, where he planned and organized the Higley Unites for a common cause donation drive that ultimately benefited the Navajo Nation, Wallapai, and Hopi tribes. With an exemplary high school record, Steven will be attending the University of Arizona, bear down, welcome, in the fall, and is planning a major in psychology.
Good evening. My name is Steven Lewis. My parents are Charlene Jackson Etnier and Paul Etnier. I'm a member of the Navajo Nation and honored to accept the Arizona American Indian Excellence in Leadership Award, High School Student of the Year. Last year, I was preparing for my senior football season, and suddenly the world seemed to stop spinning as schools shut down and all activities ceased because of COVID-19. At the time, I didn't think things much get as bad as they did. As time went on, the virus spread. I will admit I was upset that my school year and activities were disrupted. So many things were taken from the normal high school experience. However, as the days went by, I would hear stories from my parents about some of the reservations dying because of the virus. It seemed that like there were multiple announcements on social media each day. I didn't know what to think, what to do, how to help, or where to begin. Especially since I'm a little reserved on the reserve side, but I knew something had to be done. Because our summer football workouts were canceled, I suddenly had a lot of time on my hands. Although perhaps I thought perhaps a water donation drive might help, but it turned out to be so much more, and I'm thankful for that. What started out as a seed of collecting water became something bigger that we called Higley Unite for a common cause. We not only collected water, but also food, supplies, baby necessities, pet food, and personal protective equipment that would ultimately make its way to the Navajo, Hopi, and Wallapai reservations. I was overwhelmed with the outpouring response, not only from the Higley community, but also from donors across the country. I'm still amazed and thankful to this day. You know, people don't reach their achievements on their own, and this is no different. It is important to recognize the many people who helped me along the way. First, I'd like to thank my parents, my mom, Charlene, and my dad, Paul. When I first mentioned the idea, they encouraged me to make more than an idea, and yes, sometimes they pushed me and prodded me along the way. I also want to recognize my football coach, Eddie Zuby, and my athletic director, Aaron Dilley, at Higley High School. Both immediately supported the concept from the very start. I am thankful to have Higley High School, the Higley High School community and Booster Club for sharing the message among the students and parents. There are so many people who helped and donated, but I needed to recognize my two amazing parents who donated a lot of time and energy to make this a success. First is Mr. Brandon Haney. Mr. Haney is a Higley parent and owner of Study Now. Mr. Haney uses his social media skills to boost the public relations aspect of the cause. Mr. Haney is one of those people who go out of his way to help. He even learned a little bit of Mandarin to help me study Mandarin in my Mandarin class when I was a freshman in high school. Second is Mrs. Kristen Carter, a Higley parent and super realtor. Mrs. Carter developed our Amazon wish list and let our home become a primary delivery point for our Amazon deliveries. My parents, Mr. Haney, Mrs. Carter, and countless others helped me network and reach to businesses, individuals to reach the goal. I'm thankful for each donor from across the country who gave something, no matter how small. Every little bit helped. Together, we were able to make a difference. I also want to thank the frontline workers who have tirelessly fought this evil virus from day one. Finally, I want to thank the Phoenix Indian Center for this award. I'm honored to be the recipient. Thank you.
College Students of the Year is our next class here that we're inducting here in 2021. We go with Trinity Manuelito. Dene of the Bitterwater clan is from Shiprock, New Mexico, and moved to Phoenix area when she was 5. Currently, Trinity is a junior at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, and will major in electrical engineering with a minor in economics. She has worked as a lab assistant in the electrical engineering and computer science department, in the computer science department, and is a teaching assistant. In the physics department, Trinity is an active member of the American Indian Science and Engineering Society, known as ACES, Phi Beta Phi, and the Native American Student Association, NASA, where she is also the secretary. Trinity is also the staff meteorologist for the Tech, MIT student newspaper, and she serves as a mentor for the physics department. Earlier this January, Trinity was one of 3 undergraduate students selected to serve alongside campus administrators on the MIT Ad Hoc Committee on Art, Culture, and Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion.
I'm humbled to be selected for this award. I'm in the middle of my undergraduate education and I'm looking forward to my future. But I would not be here today without the support of my family and friends. First, I would like to say thank you to my family for supporting me in everything I have done. My mom and dad have always been there. They have guided me through all the ups and downs, and they are always ready to help in any way they can. I am grateful for everything they have done for me. And my little brother Joaquin, who has always been there for me. I know I can count on him to make a joke and lighten my day. And to all my friends, they have worked on projects with me and explored with me, but most of all, we support each other and are there whenever we may need. I would also like to thank every teacher I have ever had. From elementary school to my current college studies, I have learned so much and I'm looking forward to learning more. I hope to continue making a difference at my school and learning how to use my education to help the world around me. Lastly, I would like to thank the Phoenix Indian Center for all of their work. I grew up off the reservation and I have learned the importance to maintain ties with your culture. The Phoenix Indian Center has helped me from when I was small and received tribal clothes to participating in a ribbon skirt workshop earlier this year. The Phoenix Indian Center does important work for our community. I'm very honored to be recognized, and once again, thank you.
Shay Boyd Allison Dene is a 2021 Arizona State University graduate with a GPA of 3.8, with a major in electrical engineering and a minor in mathematics. Shay was actively engaged with the Alliance of Indigenous Peoples, AIP, Barrett Honors College Indigenous Culture Association, BICA, American Indian Science and Engineering Society, of course known as ACES, and the ASU Men's Golf Club. Furthermore, he was also an Intel Scholar, Chevron Scholar, Bose Family Scholar, and Chief Manuelito Scholar, and on the Dean's List. He assists in planning and attending Indigenous Culture Week, Native American Heritage Month, Cal Sikawa Feast and Fest, Cal Sikawa Leadership Banquet, Mr. and Mrs. Indigenous ASU Pageant, and Homecoming festivities. As a participant in the ACES national and regional conferences, he has had the opportunity to network with several professionals. As a volunteer, he participated on student panels for the Recharge, Inspire, and Spirit programs at ASU and has mentored incoming freshman students and tutored students in mathematics. While handling his academic load, Shay spent his free time practicing ceramics, playing basketball and golf, and spending time with his friends and family. This coming fall, Shay will be continuing his education in a post-bachelor pre-med program at Columbia University. Then he plans on going to medical school. Congratulations.
At A, Shay Alson Yinishe, Glisiclena Nishlin, Kinlachini Bahashin, Tabaha Dashache, Tachini Dashanella. My mother is from Coppermine, Arizona, and my father is from Two Great Hills, New Mexico. First off, I'd like to thank Phoenix Indian Center and also congratulate all the other awardees. This past spring, I graduated from Arizona State University with a degree in electrical engineering and minor in mathematics. I'd like to thank the Office of American Indian Initiatives, American Indian Student Support Services, and also the American Indian Science and Engineering Society, along with other organizations. This wouldn't have been possible without the support of my family and friends. Thank you.
All right, how's everybody going? Oh man, it's a beautiful night. I'm off the script here, so be cautious. Anything could happen here. I'm just teasing. It really is great to be able to come together, even though we can't physically be there in person. It's such an amazing thing, and I'm very, very thankful and proud of the Phoenix Indian Center for continuing to do this to honor our awardees tonight. It's such an amazing thing. Also want to give a special shout out to the Phoenix Suns. Can you guys believe it? Oh man, you guys better be applauding really big tonight. All right, so we're going to continue here with the Volunteers of the Year. Our first volunteers is the Medicine Wheel Riders Society. It is a group of Indigenous women motorcycle riders who strive to do good deeds in their communities far and wide. They are an all-volunteer group and welcome all allies, riders, and supporters of any nation or gender to participate in their events and activities with or without a motorcycle. I guess that means I can join it, just drive my truck around and help them out. These ladies always need someone to drive, see? Got to get the snacks around, right? The public is welcome to join in any activity or event. They enjoy and value partnering with others in different communities and welcome invitations to support your event or activity. The Medicine Wheel Riders are a 501c3 whose mission has been to create awareness, events, and resources around issues that affect women and families with a special focus on MMIW, which is the Murdered and Missing Indigenous Women, since 2019. In 2020, they worked slowly but surely with consistency to raise awareness around MMIW in persons both and in print, in the online media worldwide. Money was contributed for a healing center, an MMIW office, a woman's shelter, 2 missing persons billboards for information leading to the whereabouts of Jamie Yazzie, as well as connecting her family to a documentary filmmaker to help tell their story to a larger audience. They also held a toy drive for children in foster care, placement under the Indian Child Welfare Act, and supported various COVID relief efforts. As they develop and grow, they look forward to continuing to be of service, building community strength while riding motorcycles.
Hi, thank you so much. My name is Dr. Shelley Denny. I'm a member of the Leech Lake Band of Ojibwe, a Chippewa tribe from Minnesota. I live and work here in Phoenix, Arizona. Since 2018, I've been building community among Indigenous women, allies, and accomplices. And we are really excited to have been nominated and selected for this award in the Arizona American Indian Excellence in Leadership Award with the category of Volunteer of the Year. I really feel like this is a symbol of gratitude to every single volunteer who has worked with us and supported us through every single event that we've done, both online and in person. All of you are completely appreciated. And the community, building community, makes us all safer and stronger. The Medicine Wheel Ride is founded by 5 Indigenous women. Myself, Dr. Shelley Denny, Leech Lake Ojibwe, Lavi Yani, who is Dene, Lorna Cooney, Oglala Lakota, Lynette Red Cloud Roberts, Oglala Lakota, and Lisa Sacred Rider Rivera, who is Yaqui. We also have some other founding members, Tracy Madrid, also Leech Lake Band of Ojibwe. I want to give a special thanks also to Sobi Sylvia, whose story and strength and resilience has been a source of inspiration and compassionate action from the very beginning. And we love you and support you as a sister. And thank you for always supporting and participating in bringing all the heart that you do to what we do. Thank you also to our accomplice friend, Nancy, in Florida, who has really opened the door to some great opportunities for us. You're a wonderful ally, wonderful riding sister. We thank you also. Thank you to everybody who supports in big or small ways. It all matters so much. Thank you to Crazy Horse Memorial also for sponsoring and hosting one of our large national events that we have each year. Your support is really okay. Thank you to Crazy Horse Memorial also for sponsoring our national events in South Dakota, which helps us bring our Indigenous community from all over North America together for an important awareness cause and fundraising opportunity to pour some money back into Indian country and to help resource places that are needed. Some of the things that our group has been able to do this year is to help fund an MMIW office, a healing center, a women's shelter. We've helped a family to put up 2 missing persons billboards. We've helped to provide some legal advocacy and to connect family with a documentary filmmaker to help carry those stories to a larger audience and let the larger public know what really is happening and the complications with the MMIW crisis that we're facing, and we have been for generations. And it's time that it comes to the surface of mainstream media and awareness, and everybody gets involved in solving this crisis. And we're happy to be a part of that. Thank you, everyone, so much. Thank you to everybody who supported with any COVID relief. Also, that was one of the biggest crises of the year. And condolences to everybody who's lost somebody this year. And thank you to all the healthcare workers, and including the Res Riders who came to our hospital and did an appreciation. Everybody here really loved that, and it helped to uplift the spirit. People talked about it for a while. So thank you, Res Riders, for doing that. We have 2 really important non-native accomplices. Jill Coltis, our Texan ally accomplice, my husband Olivier Touran, photojournalist from France, whose photojournalism work has helped to tell so many of the stories of the work that we've done and tell the stories of families that we've met along the way in our journey of MMIW advocacy and various stories that are happening throughout Indian country. I also have to include Patty Demetrio, who is an amazing Dene woman, hardworking, beautiful, compassionate, such a great riding sister also. Darlene Gomez, who's been offering pro bono legal support and advocacy. She's a Hickory Apache. Darlene has been a great supporter and a great asset to our volunteer organization also. I also want to mention Tara Weeks, Shelley West, the Res Riders Indian Motorcycle Club, Lori Lee Sosi, Cindy, who is also a member of the Navajo Nation, Dene woman, Cindy Baldwin, who is Aleut, and Jacqueline Hop Senecal, who is a member of the Blackfoot tribe. All of these women and more have helped to create everything that we've been doing. And we all thank you for the support, the selection. It's an honor. We are super grateful. the fear when making a list of who to thank is a fear of I've left anyone out. And sometimes it's the most obvious person. So I thank the Phoenix Indian Center and Patty Hibler for her leadership and support. Also, the list of who qualifies for Volunteer of the Year, I think could be very long. It's been a really hard, strange year. Thank all of you out there who've been doing your acts of service. Small or large, they all matter. It's all very important to our communities. So I thank you, everybody who's been volunteering throughout this last year. I'm really honored to be able to accept this award on behalf of the Medicine Wheel Ride and the Medicine Wheel Rider Society. We are a female Indigenous-led organization. We welcome all allies and accomplices of any nation or gender to join us in any of our activities. And we look forward to being of further service in the community and hope that this award is just a further springboard for more service in the community. We're all 100% volunteer. The work that we do is a labor of love and compassion and giving back. And so thank you very much, Arizona and Phoenix Indian Center, for this award.
Our next award goes to the Res Riders for Volunteer of the Year as well. This past year, the Res Riders have been active with making cloth masks, COVID donations, both on and off reservations, providing wood and hauling water for those in need, along with holiday toy drives, supporting the MMIW movement, and more. The Res Riders foster a family environment of Native people dedicated to motorcycle riding and supporting Native people in need through charitable acts. They are a brotherhood and sisterhood of all nations who love to ride iron horses of modern times. They are grounded by culture and work towards living the good red ways of their people, always remembering the price our relatives have paid so that we can all live, free to express themselves, free to unite, and free to carry on the old teachings that tell generations to come. We have a right to practice our ways, a right that no one can deny us. Creation has given them the duty to watch over our earth and to practice traditional language and ways in order to keep alive the very essence of who we are as Indigenous, two-legged. Those are the messages that drives their work. They carry these messages, united as they ride as one, to different fires throughout America and abroad to build friendships, meet new family, and share with other circles the spirit of life and sharing the Iron Horse Way.
I'm Rob from the Res Riders. We are overwhelmed with gratitude to have been selected to receive the Arizona American Indian Excellent Leadership Award for Volunteer of the Year. Thank you all for so much for being here for this occasion. We are honored to have been recognized in this way by the Phoenix Indian Center. This accomplishment is not something that we did alone. We share this award with a lot of other people. All the riders, the motorcycle clubs, PIMC, Medicine Wheel Riders, the Arizona Gaming Casinos for their love and support. We also like to thank Patty Demetrio for the inspiration and inspiring us to do the PIMC donation drive for the COVID relief during the pandemic, and also setting up and coordinating with the Res Riders and the Medicine Wheel Riders for the Ho 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 run, which we raise money for the Phoenix Indian Center. We would like to thank the Phoenix Indian Center for offering and recognizing the Res Riders. I hope this recognition of our work can serve as an inspiration to others in the state of Arizona. Remember, if our work can make a difference, so can yours. We will continue our efforts in helping our Native communities and looking forward to bringing positive change into the Native communities. for many years to come. We are humbled and honored by taking this award. Again, the Red Riders Arizona Motorcycle Club, Indian Motorcycle Club. Thank you.
Raul has been a teacher in our community for 18 years at Window Rock High School, Holbrook High School, and Coconino High School, as well as 9 years as a guidance counselor at Alchese High School and Holbrook High School. Furthermore, he has served 41 years as head basketball coach and several years coaching youth basketball in our community. He has also been a basketball camp instructor at the University of Arizona, University of New Mexico, NAU, along with providing basketball camps on the Navajo Reservation during the summer months. Mr. Mendoza was a youth pastor for 10 years, working with American Indian youth at Bible camps throughout the state of Arizona and New Mexico. Mr. Mendoza retired in 2014 as a teacher / guidance counselor and has continued to devote his time as a head basketball coach at Window Rock High School and as basketball coach in Chinle High School. In addition to this, I also want to note something very important. He was in an award-winning documentary on Netflix titled Basketball or Nothing. Thank you for your time.
Okay, I just want to take this time to thank the organization for this award. I'm truly honored by it, and I also like to. I just want to take my time to thank the people that made it possible. I believe that I always be grateful, I guess, to Window Rock School District that allowed me to get the first job when I got out of college, and that which it made it possible to start working with the youth in the Northern Arizona on the reservation back in 1977. And then I started there, and I was able to move on to different schools as during my career of the 37 years of teaching and being a counselor, and also as a coach for the now going 41 years as a head basketball coach, which gave me the opportunity to work with all the youth in the Northern, as I said before. So those are the people I wanted to thank for, will always be thankful for. And I also wanted to thank all the people that were in part, especially the parents of the kids that I was able to, that allowed me to work with the kids in their time, and then the people that on my staff that made it possible to help me in the different things that we had to do during the time of my work with the young people. And also, I like to thank more than anything else, I think the young men that I was able to work with them in the last 40 some odd years, that I was able to work with them, that allowed me to be a part of their life, and then during the time that we did what we had to do. And then the last, I think, not least, I think, is my wife. She's been able to support me, to allow me to work with the young people, and then all the years that I've been able to work with them, and also just more than anything else, I think she's always there to be helpful, to give me support that I needed to be able to do what I did. So it's been one of those things where a lot of people are involved to make it as possible. And again, I'm just always be grateful, not only to the people that allow me to be able to work with the young people, but also more than anything else, the people that had made it possible. So I'm just thankful for that, and I appreciate it, and I want to continue to be grateful in that area. That without them, I don't think it would have been possible.
All right, are we halfway there yet? I know that's what you guys are all thinking, right? I know you're all probably really disappointed because you probably got brand new beadwork or a new piece of turquoise that you were hoping to rock out in person to show everybody how great you look. You're all beautiful people. Don't worry about it. We all know that you look great, so don't worry about it. I know you're probably bummed that you're missing a free meal though, right? So hopefully you got maybe yourself some Spam or a ring of red and a loaf of bread. You guys know what that is. Bologna sandwich, so Indian steak. And so buckle up. We still got some time here and some amazing people that we want to honor. We're going to go on to the business of the year, which is Titan Facility Services, LLC, as a business leading the way in facility and custodial services. They were founded in 2011 by Mr. David Beaver, a member of the Winnebago tribe. They are an Arizona-based LLC that is 100% Native American owned, congratulations, and operating as a SBA certified 8A limited liability company. They are also qualified to bid on and have successfully landed major U.S. government contracts in various NAICS codes. Their facility custodial service contracting has been successful as a healthcare, aseptic management services, HAMS, prime contractor in over 20 Department of Defense contracts throughout the United States. Titan has built a solid reputation of integrity, honesty, and reliability. Whoa, easy for you to say. And has good standing with the International Sanitary Supply Association, ISSA, and is certified with honors to the ISSA Cleaning Industry Management Standard, CIMS, and is also certified with honors to the CIMS Green Building Criteria. Titan has grown to 500 employees, working at over 20 work sites, 18 of which are with the United States Air Force hospital housekeeping projects in military sites. It also has operations in San Diego at one of the largest U.S. Navy military hospitals in the world. Most recently, Titan landed the largest military base in the country, contracting at $3.62 million. Join me in congratulating Mr. David Beaver.
Good evening. My name is David Beaver, and I am the owner and CEO of Titan Facility Services. It is with distinct honor and humility that we are here before you tonight to receive the Business of the Year Award from the Phoenix Indian Center. It's one of the awards that's part of the American Indian Excellence Awards that Phoenix Indian Center gives out every year. A little bit about myself. I was born and raised on the San Carlos Apache Indian Reservation. And my mom is part Apache and part Gila River, from the Gila River Indian community. And my father comes from the Winnebago tribe of Nebraska. So that's a little bit about me. In 2011, I started Titan Facility Services with a subcontract out at the Naval Medical Center in San Diego, California. Titan Facility Services is a facility support service contractor for the federal government. Majority of all of our business is done with the Department of Defense. So again, like I said, it is our honor to be here with all of you guests and relatives from the Indian community. We support everything that the Phoenix Indian Center stands for, and we know that the Phoenix Indian Center has a long history of helping our people here in the county and also serving as a model throughout the country for other Indian centers all over the United States. Today, Titan Facility Services enjoys the distinct honor of providing medical hospital housekeeping for the military. We are at over 24 sites throughout the country, from San Diego up to New Jersey and down to Florida. We have approximately 500 employees, and we just hit that 500 employee mark this year. You know, despite the tragedy that we have gone through over the past year with COVID, our company, because we are in the healthcare industry, provided a critical role for our military personnel throughout the country. We are in military hospitals, on military bases, so it was important for us to be at our best. And like I said, with over the 500 employees that we have now, that's something we took seriously and provided great services to our military. In 2013, we won our first hospital aseptic management services contract through the Department of Defense and through the United States Air Force. In 2019, we were awarded another hospital aseptic management services contract that brought us up to be one of 4 companies nationwide to win this award, and we're the only Native American company. We are certified by the International Sanitary Supply Association, and we are certified with honors and with green building. So we have established ourselves as an industry leader in our marketplace. And we were recently awarded a Navy contract at the world's largest naval medical center, or naval installation, and that's in Norfolk, Virginia. We are honored and humbled, by all of our success, and we invite anybody to come visit us. We are located in Mesa, Arizona. Our corporate headquarters is within the building of the National Center for American Indian Enterprise Development. So we look forward to giving back to the Native American community. And like I said, we are just honored to be a part of this great celebration. And we hope that everybody is finding themselves in good health and taking care of themselves. And we wish that our Creator bless each and every one of you with abundance, prosperity, and peace. And again, on behalf of myself and my distinguished management team and vice presidents throughout the country, we are humbled by this award, and we say thank you very much.
We now honor our 2021 Outstanding Woman of the Year. By the way, ladies, you're all Outstanding Women of the Year. Don't get angry. Don't think because you don't have the award that you don't deserve it. You all deserve it. And we thank you so much for everything you do for us knuckleheads. So we want to honor Ethel Branch Dene. Ethel is co-founder and interim executive director of, bear with me, Yehaol Neto. God, it's tough, man. The Navajo language kills me. May the Navajo people have fortitude. DBA, Navajo and Hopi Families COVID-19 Relief Fund. Again, my apologies for butchering your language. This nonprofit organization collected and provided over $10 million in direct relief to nearly 500,000 Navajo and Hopi tribal members during the COVID-19 pandemic. In order to focus on the highly needed COVID relief work, Ethel was on a leave of absence as an attorney for the law firm of Kanji and Katzen PLLC. Ethel previously served as the 11th Attorney General of the Navajo Nation. She is a graduate of Harvard Law School, Harvard Kennedy School, and Harvard College. She is an elected director of the Harvard Alumni Association and a member of the board of directors of the Student Conservation Association. Congratulations. Diego.
Thank you so much for this incredible honor. Just so happy that the work of our team is being recognized. That's really what this is. It's an award for our team and the leadership that everybody displayed, whether it was the folks at the organizing level or the many, many leaders on the ground at our 30 plus distribution sites that were making sure that food, water, and PPE was being carefully packaged, sanitized, and distributed in a loving way to our relatives. So I'm just, I'm honored and blessed to have been a part of this, to have been part of an amazing team of leaders. And I'm really hopeful for the future in our communities. The leadership that was forged in this experience is going to continue to blossom and bring good things to our people and our communities. So I'm very excited about that. And, on behalf of my team, am honored to accept this award. And I'm thankful for the opportunity to be here with you all tonight. So, thank you.
Next up, we go to Man of the Year. Christopher Sharp is a Mojave tribe descendant of the Frog Clan and a citizen of the Colorado River Indian tribes that is a clinical assistant professor and director of the Office of American Indian Projects at Arizona State University School of Social Work in the Watts College of Public Service and Community Solutions. His work oversees the Office of American Indian Projects that are focused on American Indian and Alaskan Native communities with a focus on research, evaluation, and technical assistance. Chris also is a mentor to American Indian students and others interested in working in our community. He earned a BS in American Indian Studies, Master of Social Work, and Master of Public Administration at ASU, and is currently a doctoral candidate at the University of Southern California, Susan Dvorak Peck School of Social Work. In this past year, Chris has participated in several communities with accomplishments including developing policies on culturally relevant education, including indigenous populations of the Southwest, revision of the ASU child welfare curriculum, development of resources for the ASU American Indian COVID response team, including leading the establishment of the Tribal Internship and Career Opportunity Subcommittee and the Cultural Safety and Wellbeing Subcommittee, planning and delivering the Indigenous and Tribal Social Work Educator Association annual meeting and assisting in the planning of Commission on Native Children hearing and submitted expert testimony that was added to Congressional Record. Congratulations, Mr. Sharp.
Hello, my name is Chris Sharp. I'm a citizen of the Colorado River Indian tribes from the Mojave tribe in Parker, Arizona. I'm from the Frog Clan of the Mojave people, and I'm just really honored to be here speaking to everyone today. And I also want to say that I'm truly humbled to be receiving this award. And even when I first was notified, I kind of felt as if I didn't deserve this type of honor, because there's so many leaders in our community that could be receiving this award right now. And I had a chance to look at the previous list of recipients of not just this award, but the other awards that are being handed out today. I'm just really honored to be in this group of esteemed individuals and visionary leaders. And as I said, my name is Chris Sharp, and I work for the Arizona State University School of Social Work. I direct the Office of American Indian Projects. And I want to acknowledge that, I had two parents that were social workers that really showed me the importance of community and advocacy. And they both worked in the areas of working with tribes and working with community members to really create a better future. So I was really blessed to be able to see that. And they created that path for me to do the same thing. And they showed me that how to be a leader, and which is in our field is really to empower others. That's what leadership is in the field of social work and helping professions and also education. I want to acknowledge that we've had so many challenges and struggles as a result of this pandemic. We've lost so many important leaders, and we've especially lost elders and cultural knowledge bearers, and that has had an impact on our community and our well-being. But also we've had a lot of resilience. We've had so many individuals and groups step up to challenges. They had faith in what they were doing. They knew that what they were doing would make a difference and potentially save lives. So I want to, give a shout out to people, our first responders, our medical practitioners that are really, literally saving lives during this time. And other people that came together as community members to provide resources when we knew that people back home had a need for these resources. So in all of these examples, it wasn't just individuals, but it was also people that came together as a community. So to receive an award for leadership isn't, to me, a acknowledgement of me as an individual, but me as someone who has worked with the community and who has provided opportunities to others. So I want to acknowledge that. Without those people around me, I wouldn't be talking to you today. And specifically at Arizona State University, we really had to address the needs of our students who weren't able to go back home. And there was a lot of things that were happening back home. And so we really made a exerted effort to make sure that their mental health, their cultural health, and their well-being was addressed. And also those technology concerns that they may have had and other resources were provided. So we all rallied together. And I just want to acknowledge everybody in our native community at ASU that did that. So I briefly talked about the role of an educator as a leader. I used to work at Salt River Elementary School, and educators really lead by empowering others and educating others and creating leaders for the future. And so I want to just give a shout out to all you educators out there. You all are leaders in what you do, and the work that you do does make an impact. I want to thank, all of my family, friends, and loved ones that have supported me throughout my life and, throughout these recent times. Thank you so much for everything that you've done. And, I couldn't be here without you. So again, thank you, Phoenix Indian Center, who has a great leader, Patty Hibbler, and also a wonderful staff that do such amazing work in the community and really takes this idea that culture is prevention, because that acknowledges that we have the strengths and tools already in order to create a better future. So thank you again, and take care, and I appreciate this award.
All right, I think we're at the 7th inning stretch here. Oh my goodness. Thank you all, first of all, for sticking with us to make sure that we honor all of these amazing people. I mean, you've heard the bios, just the things that they've accomplished in life. It's just such an amazing thing. It's an inspiration to see our community thriving and everybody just doing such great things. So on behalf of myself, I say Choko Tesya, thank you so much for leading in our communities, being an example to children. So with that, 7th inning stretch, want everybody to get up. Oh man, stretch it out. We're gonna dance a little bit real quick. For those of you that don't know, I'm actually a musician. I'm not a professional MC, even though I look like one. But so here's a little music for you guys. So everybody get up. Again, 7th inning stretch. Got your blood pumping, and we're going to return back here, go back on the script here, and get my serious MC face on here. Okay, hold on. All right, here we go. We now have 3 Lifetime Achievement Awards that we are honored to present this evening. Those are the Spirit of the Herd Award presented by the Herd Museum, Phyllis J. Big Pond Lifetime Achievement Award, and the Kent C. Ware Lifetime Achievement Award. I will turn it over to Marcus Meninurkit from the Herd Museum to introduce their awardee.
In 2004, the Heard Museum Board of Trustees established the Spirit of the Heard Award to recognize passion and excellence in community-based contributions by Native individuals. This year, we are deeply honored to bestow the award to Ms. Frances Stout for her enduring work in the health and sciences field. Ms. Stout comes to us from the Tohono O'odham community and spent 33 years working with Indian Health Services. Ms. Stout began her career with a proud community connection that was reinforced by her grandparents and their faith. Through these relations, she established values that required respect, responsibility, and reciprocity. These are the qualities for building a community, and Ms. Stout has continued to provide with her involvement on the Tohono O'odham Nursing Care Authority, where she has spent many terms as the chairperson. She is mission-driven and able to bring diverse people and departments together. During her career with Indian Health Services, she worked and trained numerous Native American women. She acted as a mentor, surrogate family member, and friend. She demonstrated to those women that education was within their realm of possibilities. Ms. Stout is passionate about inspiring her community to do better. Her determination and forward thinking make her a remarkable recipient for the 2021 Spirit of the Heard Award. Thank you, Ms. Stout.
Okay. Thank you, Marcus, for that introduction. Good day, everyone. My name is Frances Stout, and I'm a member of the Tohono O'odham Nation. It's a great feeling to be recognized for the hard work that one does. Thank you for the nomination, and thank you for the award. I am honored. This award, as announced, was established in 2004, and one of the first recipients was an O'odham gentleman named Danny Lopez. When I heard this, for a moment I thought I was in the wrong place. Mr. Lopez was a storyteller, a singer, a teacher, a spiritual person with a truly gentle spirit. How I knew about Mr. Lopez was through his reading his articles in our newspaper. These articles were about our culture, beliefs, and tradition. He truly deserved this award. My life story begins with my O'odham grandmother and my Navajo grandfather. Neither one of them are living, but what they contribute to my life lives on. They met while in a BIA school, and one might think the BIA school experience would make them bitter. Never once did we hear a complaint. In fact, education became a focal point. We were required, as everyone in the family, to get as much education as possible. Everyone spoke English because our grandparents didn't learn each other's language. My grandfather had very broken English, but we understood him. My grandmother spoke very good English, so she did most of the talking, of course. Attending church every Sunday was expected. I know this routine contributed to an integral part of my life. It was important to my grandparents and later very important to me. Faith alone got me through several dark spots. Becoming a nurse opened many doors for me. I was not a bedside nurse. I preferred my patients being upright, so my work was in ambulatory care, public health nursing, and administration. Since retirement from Indian Health Service in 2000, I've been on the governing board of the Tohono O'odham Nursing Care Authority, in which the nation's skilled care facility and assisted living exists. Hard work, education, having a strong faith are traits that started in my past and continue today. Again, thank you, and I am honored.
Next, we go to the Lifetime Achievement Award. This is the 11th year of this award, named after the late Phyllis J. Big Pond. Phyllis was a former executive director of the Phoenix Indian Center and the Denver Indian Family Resource Center. As you heard earlier, she was one of the community members also responsible for establishing the first formal awards dinner. Many of you knew Phyllis and we are honored to present this award in her honor. We are pleased to present the Phyllis J. Big Pond Lifetime Achievement Award to Barbara Pooley, Laguna and Hopi. Barbara and her husband, Oren, have 2 children, Bert and Betty. Having been influenced by her great-grandfather, Chief Loloma, and her father, she is an advocate for building capacity that creates leaders and has dedicated her efforts within the Hopi tribe. She completed a bachelor's degree in business and a master's degree in education. But knowing education was much more than college, she learned Hopi from her grandfather, who also taught her about the land and fields so crucial to the Hopi way of life. Her grandmother blessed her with the appreciation and love of the kitchen. She guides her work through Hopi beliefs and teachings. Barbara's career has been blessed by her work at Native Americans for Community Actions, NACA, and Flagstaff, Arizona, as an adult education teacher, the first female executive director, and created a successful economic enterprise in partnership with the Coconino Forest Park Service Department for an artist marketplace, which continues today, 30 years later. Barbara then moved home and managed Loloma's Plaza, named after her great-grandfather, a gift shop at the Hopi Cultural Center on Second Mesa, Arizona. She served the Hopi tribal chairman, Masa Yesva, as staff assistant, and when the Hopi Foundation was established in 1985, Barbara was the first female executive director, where she worked until she retired in 2012. Barbara has also been active in growing programs for KUYI, Hopi Radio, which I've been featured on. Thank you. Hopi Substance Abuse Prevention Center, General Rain Designs, Native Sun Solar Power, the Natwani Agricultural Coalition, and the Hopi Leadership Program, International Victims of Torture Program, and the Barbara Chester Award. Amazing. A highlight for her was developing the Hopi Leadership Program and building local capacity with 57 graduates. She was active in the Hopi Education Endowment Fund, now celebrating its 20th year of existence with more than 5,500 made. Today, Barbara is a board of director for the Arizona Community Foundation, where she has led efforts to create a Native American initiative. In recognition of Barbara's life, journey, and work, she was selected as a legacy leader by the Spirit Aligned Leadership Program, and now the awardee of the Phyllis J. Big Pond Lifetime Achievement Award.
Good evening, relatives and friends. Ospoli, thank you. I am extremely honored to be receiving the Phyllis Big Pond Lifetime Achievement Award, especially since I knew and worked with Phyllis. I'm grateful to be in the company of the other awardees and to the Phoenix Indian Center for seeking and selecting candidates statewide. Ospoli to the Creator for blessing me with a long life. I have faced many challenges on my way here, but each one strengthened me to make me the person I am today. I feel my mentor and friend Phyllis with me tonight as I reflect on the many conversations and actions for the development of urban Indian centers with colleagues such as Joy Handley, Eric Sexton, and Jacob Bernal, to name a few. We became advocates and provided a voice for our Native communities across our state. But Phyllis took time to enjoy life by visiting Native art shows, and it's the last time I saw her at my husband's booth at Santa Fe Indian Market, where we shared updates and happy laughter. Thank you to the many people I met on my journey. Each helped me reach a stage where I can proudly accept this award as a mark of all our accomplishment. My journey also taught me this truth, summed up by Kevin Hall in his book, Aspire. Your gifts are not about you. Your leadership is not about you. Your purpose is not about you. A life of significance is about serving those in need of your gifts, your leadership, your purpose. May you all enjoy your journey as I have enjoyed mine. Pasquale, thank you.
All right, you guys ready? Last award of the night. You guys made it. Give yourselves an applaud. Our last award for the evening is the Kint C. Ware Lifetime Achievement Award. This award is named for Kint Ware, who is a long-standing community member, active in support of veteran organizations and the urban Indian community in Greater Phoenix. Many of you knew Mr. Ware, and for his valiant efforts, we are proud to present this award in his name each year at the American Indian Excellence and Leadership Awards. And this year's award is presented to Dr. James Writing In. Dr. James Writing In, a citizen of the Pawnee Nation of Oklahoma, is the former interim director and associate professor of the American Indian Studies program in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences at Arizona State University, where he recently retired. He was raised in Durant, Oklahoma, Lame Deer, Montana, and Crown Point, New Mexico. He and his wife, Ida, have been married for 45 years with 3 children and 3 grandchildren. Dr. Writing In earned a doctorate in history and master's in the American Indian Studies from the University of California, Los Angeles, a bachelorate in history from Fort Lewis College, and an associate's degree in general education from Haskell Indian Junior College. He is the founding chair of the Pawnee Nation College's Board of Trustees. Before attending UCLA, he taught social studies classes for 4 years at the Zuni Learning Center at Zuni Pueblo in western New Mexico. He is also a United States Navy Vietnam veteran, 1969. Starting at ASU as a professor in the School of Justice Studies, he eventually moved his full faculty line to American Indian Studies, a program he had co-founded. Dr. Writing In has served as the editor of Wichazo Sa Review, a journal of Native American studies, and writes from the perspective that seeks to empower Indian nations, communities, and peoples in their struggles to overcome the harmful consequences of colonialism. Much of his research focuses on the role scientists have played in the desecration of American Indian burials and measures Indians have taken to curb those widespread abuses. His scholarship also examines the effects of colonialism on the sovereignty, land holdings, human rights, health, welfare, religious freedom, and cultural integrity of Indian nations. He's the co-editor of Native Historians Write Back, Decolonizing American Indian History, 2011, and is now working on a book about Pawnee cultural survival under colonization. His volunteerism includes the Board of Trustees of Pawnee Nation College, expert witnesses in Pro Football Inc. versus Black Horse, Wallapai Tribe, Norris Nez, and Bill Bucky Preston versus U.S. Forest Service. He is active in repatriation consultations on behalf of the Pawnee Nation, contributing to the advancement of the Native American Graves Protection and Repatriation Act of 1990. In retirement, he plans to pursue his passions of advocacy for Indian causes: powwow dancing, riding, fishing, camping, kayaking, gardening, and golf. Thank you so much for your service.
Noah, I feel deeply honored and humbled for being selected for this year's Kent C. Ware Lifetime Achievement Award for American Indian Excellence in Leadership, sponsored by the Phoenix Indian Center, for my work as a professor and program builder at Arizona State University for more than 30 years. Over the course of that time, I have had the privilege to associate with strong, progressive thinking colleagues, which mostly has made my life much easier and somewhat less complicated. I have had the privilege to teach several thousand graduate and undergraduate students from many different cultural and ethnic backgrounds about a host of issues ranging from social justice to human rights. I have published studies about historical and contemporary issues facing Indian country. I have participated in movements aimed at breaking down racial, social, political, and institutional barriers that have deprived people, especially American Indians, of their dignity and human rights. I have helped upcoming scholars to publish their research. I have mentored students to become better at their academic work and to seek meaningful career opportunities. In August 1990, ASU hired me as an assistant professor in the School of Justice Studies while I was completing my dissertation in history from the University of California, Los Angeles. My colleague, Dr. Carol Lujan, helped bring me on board. Professor Manny Pino later joined us a few years later. Imagine that. We had 3 Native faculty in a department of 20 faculty. We felt empowered to act. We initially started by building a small certificate program called the American Indian Justice Studies Certificate Program that attracted a large number of Indian students. The success of the certificate program encouraged us to push for a standalone degree program in American Indian Studies. In the late 1990s, ASU finally granted us permission to do so. The concept of Indian Studies espoused by Professor Elizabeth Cook Lynn provided us a model rooted in the notion of empowerment. Accordingly, Native scholars must take the lead in developing strong, relevant, and robust programs emphasizing such factors as sovereignty, land, history, culture, and human rights. Since then, we have added a master's component to our program based on these same principles. Over the years, we have graduated a large and growing number of graduate and undergraduate students who have gone on to establish careers in government, business, law, and other areas important to Indian country. I was very humbled when AIS announced on its Facebook page that I would be retiring in May. Many of my former students noted how much I had influenced their lives on that webpage. Through my research, teaching, and service, I've been able to take leadership roles in a variety of movements. For that, I'm very grateful. In closing, I wish to thank my wife, Ida, of 45 years, for her undivided support for my work. She has been a huge inspiration in my life. Thanks to the Phoenix Indian Center again for this award. I shall cherish it for the remainder of my time on Mother Earth. Noah Eddie Durahe.
This is Governor Stephen Earl Lewis of the Gila River Indian Community, and I want to congratulate all this year's awardees for the leadership awards that you're celebrating tonight. I want to personally congratulate the Lifetime Achievement Award winners and Professor James Wrightingham, someone who I've known for going on 30 years. He's been a friend and a mentor, someone who has really encouraged me from being my professor to where I'm at today as a tribal leader of my own people. I want to thank you, Professor Wrightingham, from the bottom of my heart for your support all these years, for inspiring new generations of tribal leaders, tribal advocates, tribal activists, defending our sovereignty. That will be one of your most important legacies. Professor Wrightingham, thank you for your service to our country as a Native American veteran serving in the Navy. Thank you for your intellect, your activism, being such a strong advocate for Native issues, such as sacred sites, defending sovereignty, the repatriation movement. I learned so much from you, James. I'm fortunate to be one of your students and to have your support and words of encouragement all these years. You've truly have inspired generations of Native scholars, Native intellectuals, and activists. That's one of your important legacies. The Lifetime Achievement Award has personal significance to me because my late father, Rod Lewis, was recognized a few years back with this same award. Our families are close, and I consider one of my family members as well, James, you and your family. That's why I am just so honored to be able to say a few words to honor you for this well-deserved award. James, I look back at our battles on the basketball court, and I look forward to now playing golf with you. This award comes over years of service, not only at Arizona State University, but across Indian country, across academia, and with your credentials and your academic reputation worldwide. Congratulations on this award. Congratulations to your family, James. It's an honor to consider you a friend, to have considered you one of my mentors and teachers. I hope everyone out there is staying safe. I know we've had a difficult 15 months. We're almost through this pandemic. I hope everyone stays safe. The Phoenix Indian Center continues to do a great job for the Indian community here in Phoenix. And also, Mr. Gabriel Ayala, I can't wait to see you, to see everyone face to face. Gabriel, to hear your music again, live. So thank you very much. It's just been an honor to at least say a few words on behalf of Professor James Wrightingham. Back to you, Gabriel.
All right, congratulations to all of our amazing awardees, man. I tell you, reading their bios is a big inspiration to hopefully everybody out there, that we need to continue doing more for our communities, more for our next generation. This is me kind of off the script, just talking and just making it happen here, hopefully. Truly hope you enjoyed this evening's presentation on behalf of the Phoenix Indian Center. Again, thank you to Patty Hibbler for everything that you do for our community. Shout outs to everybody out there. You're all important. You're all amazing. And I'm going to leave you just dramatically here with some music, and then we're going to fade to black and then go to an honor song for everybody. So we're going to fade out here. Really dramatic. You guys are going to be like, man, that was so powerful. Just loved it. All right, here we go. Again, thank you to everybody. Kind of have my own little bed music going in the background here to make it really dramatic. Want to remind everybody to love your children, honor your elders, and above all, respect your women. Choke with this here. Did we fade to black yet? Ah, dang. All right. Singers, take it away, boys. Hoka, honor song.